Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Let's Play. Today we're taking a look at Kings of War Vanguard, the new free-to-play skirmish game from Mantic Games that's just recently come out. There's a bunch of different faction boxes for it with more on the way, as well as some free rules and free warbands that you can download off the website. So like most Mantic games, if you just want to give it a shot, you can go to the links below and check out the full core rules. Everything's in there with a couple scenarios, and then the warband lists to get you started for pretty much any fantasy race. So you have a collection of fantasy miniatures, and you want a cool sort of like narratively driven skirmish game, this is there and it's free to try. And of course, the box sets expand the warbands with more unit options, more character types, all on handy little reference cards. So the core rules are there for all the tropes of like models you probably already have for orcs or goblins or ogres or whatever. And then specific classes and stuff will have their own cards that can expand the game. So yeah, you can check it out. We're gonna go through the game right now. We're gonna start our campaign. And what happens is it's kind of like a fantasy XCOM. You have a roster of about 400 points worth of dudes that you can deploy to 200-point missions. And they earn experience, can live, die, laugh, love, and of course have little adventures, learn skills and experience, all that fun stuff. You have sort of like your leader and the companions. The companions can all earn experience. Other folks can earn experience at like a reduced rate. And as you progress through the campaign, all different story type missions, there's 12 missions in the core rulebook, and 2, I believe, in the free downloadable rules. You can have adventures like fighting a giant and trying to rescue a princess, steal a dragon's egg. There's all kinds of, it's all narrative. It's all, you know, either symmetrical or asymmetrical. And it's all, you know, just sort of like a fun story time fantasy stuff. There's a lot of stuff from Terrain Crate that's compatible too. So if you're looking for terrain, like the objectives and the card cards for all of your conditions and things are available through Terrain Crate. And there's a hardback rulebook you can buy as well. So let's take a look at Kings of War Vanguard from Mantic Games. So here's Kings of War Vanguard. This is the hardcover rulebook that contains all of the core rules, which are also available for free on the website, as well as 12 scenarios, all the basic warbands, so warband rosters for most of the major tropes and stuff like that, everything from ogres to the forces of nature, elves, dwarves, the Basilans, who are sort of like the human paladins and stuff, to the forces of the abyss, orcs, all kinds of terrifying Ithilidy sea things, abyssal dwarves. And you can use any miniatures, of course, you want for this, but there's a full line of models from Mantic, as well as soon-to-be warband boxes, too, which get you these, which are great, the cards. It's going to be easiest to probably show the basic gameplay by doing the anatomy of a card and stuff. So how does the game work? Well, there's sort of 3 structure elements to it. There's warband creation. Typical game is 200 points. When you build your warband, it's a bit like Kings of War itself, where you, for every 3 regular grunts or warriors, so for instance, my dwarves, my huskarls, and my ice naiad are all warriors or grunts, you get to unlock 1 support, 1 spellcaster miniature. So say 1 command, 1 support, and 1 spellcaster miniature. You have to have at least 5 grunts and 1 commander. So that's exactly what I have. I have 5 grunts, whoop, and a single commander. Now I've used my spellcaster and my command slot here in my 200 points. So I have a Then, who's my command model. I have my Ice Queen, who's a sorceress, who is my support model. And then I have 5 warrior or grunt miniatures, which is my my 2 dwarf warriors here, one which has a great axe, or great hammer rather, my ice naiad, and my 2 huskarls. Now I can also take 1 large miniature for every 150 points of game size, but my warband, which is the Northern Alliance, have a special rule called Telenar's Pack, where we get an additional large miniature. And they don't eat up any kind of slot, except for being based on game size. So I have 2 large minis here, which is my 2 ice trolls. And they are ready to go and club some folk with their big ice clubs and throw rocks and stuff. So that's my 200 points, and the basic structure has been followed here. So I've got my at least 3 warrior or grunt models, and then my 1 command, 1 spellcaster, as those are unlocked by the 3. The minimum is 5 grunts and warriors and 1 command. Which I've also satisfied here because I have 5 grunts and warriors. And then my 2 large models, which make up the rest, which is my 2 trolls. Now this is the Northern Alliance. This warband is basically a fledgling kingdom being forged in the north by my leader here, my Then, Tormund, who would hate being called a Then if he was a certain other Tormund. And every warband, and when you get the cards with the box sets, you have special rules too. So there's my Telenar's Pack row right there. Northern Alliance warbands can take an additional large model. And then Hardy Veterans use this ability when a model would be knocked down. It costs an action, so I can either become fatigued or spend an action to do it. Spend 1 power to gain the steady ability for the attack, and models that already have steady can re-roll. So basically, if I get knocked down, which is what happens when you take too much damage. When you run out of wounds, you have to make a nerve test or be knocked down. I can ignore it, basically, with the steady roll. It's a roll of a die to try and do it. Now, the game runs on D8s. It does have some proprietary dice, but you can use regular D6s to do this. There's a chart for using these that you can download off the website. And these are for sort of the CP element of the game. At the start of the turn, everyone always rolls 3 of these after you've deployed your warbands and ready to set up. And you're going to get a number of successes, basically. So that's 2 successes. Now I get 2 additional blue dice because I have a blue command die for my Then, which is Tormund, and for my Ice Queen. And I'm going to get 2 more and 2 more. So I have a total of 7 of these points, power points, basically, to spend throughout the course of the turn. Now I can spend them on all kinds of things. But they're used most commonly for activating additional model, because it's a back and forth activation. It's not I go, you go, it's alternating activations. Adding a die to either a shoot, cast, armor, save, or melee roll. Forcing a fatigue action, so you can have someone do a fatigue action that's already activated. So you can actually have a model that already has an activated marker, do something else and become fatigued by spending a power point. Clearing fatigue in the end phase, you can spend power points to remove fatigue markers, which are kind of like your stress on your dudes. And then group activations, so things like a group defense, up to 3 models go up and brace. Group shoot, 3 models shoot at the same time. Group assault, 3 models charge. And there's also various like warband special abilities that you can use power points for. So for instance, hardy veterans cost me a power point, not an action, which means I can have folks go steady by spending power. Then you set up and start your activations. So once you've done that, you roll for battle, you take your alternating turns, activating who's going to go first. And whoever's going to go first when you take turns, they would basically activate a model. And every model gets 2 actions. Now, those actions can be any of a list of short and long actions. Typically, short actions are things like taking a walk, which is moving your speed, making a melee attack is a short action, shooting attack, and everything, or so even casting a spell can be a short action, but sometimes spells can have enhanced versions or even long spells that take a long action to do. So it reminds me a bit of Bushido, where there's an action economy, and then you can also force people to lose an action by becoming fatigued. They can take a 3rd short action, but they get a fatigue counter if they do it, and when they're fatigued, when they activate next, they'll lose an action. So you can conserve your power points to remove fatigue and take lots of actions with your folks, or you can try and sort of like risk it and sort of just like, I guess, sort of conserve your normal actions, try and do what you want to do during a turn. Who goes first during the first turn is usually dictated by the scenario, and whoever finishes activating first during a round gets to go first during the upcoming subsequent rounds. Now let's talk about the economy of a card, so the anatomy of a card. And we'll use my Then here, Tormund, as an example. So stat lines are pretty, I guess, reminiscent of a Kings of War. So you have your faction symbol. You've got some tags here. So my name, I'm a Then, what kind of base I'm on, 25 mil, how many points I cost, 39. I'm a human, and I'm a command model, which means I unlock based on the number of warriors and grunts. And I have my speed, how many inches I move, what I have to roll on a D8, because this is a D8 game, not a D6 game, to hit in melee, to hit it ranged, my armor save roll, which is 4+, and you do make your own armor saves in this game, unlike Kings of War. My nerve test on a D8, I pass nerve on a 3+, how many wounds I have, and my height in inches. That's how many command dice I add, what color, which is 1, blue. I'm inspiring, which means people can reroll nerve tests in range of me. And I have crushing strength 1, which means folks are -1 to their armor save rolls when I hit them. Then you have your dice. So you're ranged. How many dice do you roll at range? So if I'm going to use a throwing knife or something, I roll 1d8. Melee, 4d8, and my alignment, which is good. So I'm a good dude. And then I've got my special rules down here, which is head swing. It's a command ability. Use the ability when you make a melee attack, which isn't a retaliate, because you can actually hit guys back when they hit you. Instead of rolling to hit, every model that's engaged with this model must take a nerve test, and if they fail, it's knocked down and marked as fatigued, because they freak out. Once all models have made the test, the melee attack ends. Models can retaliate if they're not knocked down. So pretty simple. The cards are super handy though, because you'll have everything on the table when you're playing, and it also helps you organize your warband. So you can see here I have my 8 cards laid out. So let's take a look at Owen's warband. So here's Owen's spooky extra dimensional Night Stalkers. He's got 6 warrior and grunt models actually, so he's unlocked 2 command, spellcaster, or support miniatures. You have 2 horrors, which are these like little flaming dudes right here on the left and right. You've got 2 reapers, which are the spiky back guys. And then you have 2 phantoms, which are the spooky, kind of ghosty, wizardy looking types. Then you've got your Butcher Flesh Ripper, which is your large leader with his crazy stabby sword. And a Shade, which is your wizardy type. He's a spellcaster. Sorry, no, he's a command model, actually. Your spellcaster is actually the Mind Screech, which is the big, weird, multi-mouthed eyeball monster, semi-beholder thing, which will get to do some evil spell casting throughout the course of the game. This is 200 points. You had 2 points left, so you bought some bandages for the Butcher Flesh Ripper. I actually have some support stuff too. There's a list of common equipment you can buy when you build your warbands. And you can use it to fill in the odd points, basically. So I bought a Lucky Charm that I put on Tormund, which lets him reroll dice once per game. And I bought a Wicked Dagger for Denadra, my spellcaster, so she can be sneaky when she stabs. And with your spare 2 points, you get some bandages, which could just represent some forced evolution for whatever this evil monster is. Now, when you deploy your 200-point armies and you're playing a campaign, you actually deploy them out of a 400-point pool, sort of XCOM style. You have your stable of characters. We'll talk about more of that stuff when we get to the campaign stuff at the end of the game. And actually, you change your warband a little bit, so you've got a Blade of Slashing on your Butcher Flesh Ripper, which is your one rare item for your warband when you first create it. You have to find stuff usually when you're out exploring to find extra items. So no bandages, he gets +1 to hit instead. So here's our table set up for supply grab. This is the first mission in the book, and as we go through, we'll work through all the missions that are available. We got some stuff set up here. This is a game map mat. And then we have some, this is Tabletop Worlds buildings, which actually can be entered into, which is kind of nice. I think these trees are all from Battlefield in the Box. And the rest of the terrain is all from Terrain Crate from Mantic. So all these cool walls and objectives and stuff are all actually from the Battlefield Terrain Crate, from a single Terrain Crate, including the little adventurers encampment and stuff over here too. For our mission, we are trying to secure 3 supply points. There's a central one right here, and you secure it by being in base to base with it and having no enemy in base to base at the end of the game. And then there's 2 over here, so some adventurer supplies. This is, I guess, whatever's in here can maybe stop the Night Stalkers. And so we're trying to secure it. The Northern Alliance is trying to save it. And so at the end of the game, which goes 5 turns, with a possible 6th based on whoever you roll a d8, and whoever finished activating first that phase rolls a d8, and on I think it's a 6+, you get 1 more turn, so potentially 6 turns. Whoever's in contact with the objectives, it's 3 for the middle and 2 for the far and close ones when we're done scoring. So 5 rounds with a potential 6th. So we're gonna roll off and see who's deploying first. I got a 7, you get a 4, so I'll make you deploy first on that edge within 6 inches. All right, and we're deployed. So across from here, we've got the Mind Screech on the flank, the 2 of the, what are they called, Phantoms, with the Horrors in behind. Then we got the Butcher, the 2 Hunters, no, Reapers. Yeah. And what's the big freaky guy? The Shade on the flank. For me, my 2 Dwarf Clansmen, one with the Great Hammer, Denadra, my Ice Queen, and then my Ice Naiad. And I've got my 2 Trolls flanking Torgrim and his 2 Huskarls. All right, so first turn is a d8. You get +1 because you finished deploying first.
I beat you.
And you do, so you get the first action. So now you can nominate a model. Oh, sorry, before we... Actually, we have to roll for our power scores. So I get 2 blue and 3 red. And I get, oh my gosh, 2, 4, 6, 7, and another 1, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna use these dials to mark power right now. So you get 5 red and 2 white.
Yeah.
And 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 as well. 10 power points each to do things like take secondary activations, clear fatigue, and all the other group activation stuff we can do. There's no 3s in there, it's only 8. So you have 8 total. You go with your Butcher?
Yeah, so you're just gonna do a move action?
Okay, so first short skill's a move.
You speed 6.
And you each skill once per turn. So if you want to run, you can go 12, or you could move.
Well, I think I'll just run then.
Okay, so you're gonna run, take a long skill?
Yeah, and he'll run up and just stand next to this.
Okay, so it's -2.
That was 6.
You're good, yeah. 4 more?
Yeah.
I'm spending power to go again?
Not yet.
Okay, so I am gonna spend some power. I'm gonna do a special skill called a group, I think Brace Fence. So it's a group action, costs me 2 power, so I go down to 8. Up to 3 models take a walk and become braced. And braced gives them + to their armor save. So Huskarl, he's gonna go up 8, sorry, not 8, 5 rather, to there, and become braced. Now braced is normally a long skill, but the group activation lets me move and do it. We're gonna do the same with this Huskarl. He's gonna move up and brace. And both these models had to be within 3 inches of Tormund, so he'll be the 3rd one to activate. They can activate in any order. And he'll walk up and also brace.
End within 3.
Is it end or start? That was both. But we're good.
Finish their move.
And I'm done. I will not spend a power to activate another model, so it's over to you. Okay. More runs.
Yep, we'll do the Phantom. He goes 10 when he runs.
And does he have fly?
He sure do.
So he'll ignore that obstacle. Anything less than half your height, of course. There you go. And he's activated. Activate my dwarf. He's going to run 8 and not quite make it over the wall. So he'll head to here. Now, if you touch an obstacle, you have to align with it. with at least one of your sides of your bases. So I'm going to line like that, and it means I get the obstacles defense bonus. You.
Flying. 8. And 2 more.
This dwarf will do much the same. Going to run 8. Just going to head over to this wall. And then align, so we have some defense. Going to run.
Yep. He's going to go 8. He runs 7 normally, and he flies.
Okay. So he goes 14 minus 2, so 12.
And he'll just go up next to this doggo.
Not princess. We're going to go with my first troll. He's going to run. He runs. He's moving 6. He's going to run 12. So we're going to go 8 to here. And then we're going to go another 4 just over to here. And so we're doing line of sight is everything in front of you. So from the back of your base, back is your rear arc. Everything forward of the back of your base is your arc of sight, basically, in 180 degrees. So he's all done. Here comes Eye Monster.
He's going to just move 4.
Okay.
And then he's going to use his power, draw dark power, for one of my command points to use a spell that's normally a long to count as a short.
That's right. So you spend a power point and you get to use lightning bolts.
We're going to use lightning bolt. I have hammer and lightning bolt, but we use lightning bolt.
Okay. So there's scenery between you and me. So what happens is you don't get a bonus die. The way that cover works in this is if you're in the open, you get a bonus die to your attacks. If there's stuff in between us that you're not in base contact with, you just don't get the bonus. Lightning bolt time.
So lightning bolt is 3d8 and it's piercing 1 and also marksman. Marksman means I can reroll 1s on these shots.
So now when you're making attacks, you're going to roll your attack pool. So it's this 3d8. Now if I was in the open, obviously you'd get a bonus dice. And you're going to roll for whatever your to hit is.
Which is my range attack?
Yep.
Which is a 4+.
4+. So you need a 4+, and any 8s explode, you get to roll additional dice.
Sweet. And I can reroll 1s.
You can because you're vicious.
Marksman.
Oh, marksman, sorry, which is the vicious for shooting.
I missed 2 of them.
So you get 1 success. Now, whenever you get hit by something, you have to make a number of armor saves equal to the amount of times you were hit. So I have a 4+ armor.
And then it's -1.
Piercing, that's right. So I have to roll 5s, basically. And I do. So I make my save, and my troll, he basically does not get lightninged.
Yep.
And that's his action done. You're going to fatigue him.
Spend 1 to fatigue him.
Yep. And use your power. No, you can fatigue him for free. Fatigue doesn't cost anything. You can always take a fatigue action. You can spend 1 to do another short skill spell.
That's what I'm
with your dark power ability.
And this time we're going to use hammer.
Oh.
And hammer is a 2d8, and it just does knockdown.
Nice.
If I get any successes.
If you get any successes, all right.
4+.
I get no saves here. Ugh, I'm knocked down. Now that I'm prone, every attack against me gets the rear arc bonus, which is crushing strength 1 in melee, and I have to spend a short skill to stand up because Trolley is now laying down. Bloody Brain gets an activated end fatigue token now, which means when he activates next, or if you spend power, he'll either reduce his amount of actions by 1, or you can spend a power at the end of the turn to clear fatigue. So I'm gonna go to my activation unless you want to spend.
Guess which one I'm gonna use?
Are you gonna spend a power to go again?
No, I'm not.
Okay. So I'm actually, this is useful. I'm gonna use a power as well to make him make a fatigue action, which means I'll go down to 7, and his fatigue action actually is going to be to stand up.
Makes sense.
And that way he'll become activated and fatigued, and this is a force fatigue action because he's already been activated, and it means I can clear the fatigue at the end of the round. Good way to bleed out power and stuff as he stumbles to his feet. My activation, we're going to, I think just move and run with my Naiad. 6, so she'll go 12, 8, we'll take her over to here. And then 4 more. We're just gonna try and get her on the campfire here. Yeah, like so. It's over to you. I won't do any more activations. You got some hunters and your horrors left. Yeah. Or, sorry, not hunters. They look like hunters from Resident Evil, which is why I keep calling them hunters.
Look like, I don't remember what they're called.
Oh, they look like necromorphs, actually, from Dead Space. Yeah. Oh, man, we need to get some more of those then.
He's gonna want
for reasons.
10.
And go sit in the button.
Done.
We're gonna run the other terrible troll. He's gonna go 8, or sorry, 6 over to here, and then 6 more. And get into charge land. Running as well. 8 and 2. Queen's gonna go. She's just going to walk up. I don't think I can brace. She's just gonna walk over to here. Like so. She's done. It's onto your last 2 activations. So as I've finished activating first, that means I will get to go first during the next round.
Can I pre-measure?
You sure can.
He might run.
Just trying to make sure you're in. Yeah. Trying to make sure that you're in range.
Yep.
For your vicious. I'm gonna walk up again. Cool. All right, so we've taken all of our actions on both sides here, which means at the end step now, starting with me, we can spend a power. I'm going to go down to 6 to clear this fatigue.
I'm going to go to 5 to do much the same.
Yep, and we'll remove the rest of these. It's handy my braces stay until I activate again. We're on to turn 2, and we need to roll for some power. I've got 3 red and 2 blue, so that's going to be 2, 3, 4, and 5 total. For you, 5 reds, and you've got a grand total of 6. Yeah, the first turn we didn't need our power is when we got tons of power, and I feel like that's how this game is going to be. We go down to 3 to make a group assault by spending 2, and that means I can nominate 3 models. I'm going to nominate the 2 trolls, and they're going to make charge actions, which means they can go up to 12. So I'm going to charge this fellow right here, and we align.
My Reaper.
That's right, and then I make my attacks. I look at my melee stat for my snow troll, which is 4d8. I get a bonus one because I'm making a charge attack here. And I try and roll my melee, which is 5 pluses for him. Big troll, smash! And I get 1, 2, 3 hits. 1's an 8 though, which is an exploding die. And it misses. So 3 hits total. What's his armor?
5.
So 3 5 pluses. Passes 1, but you do get exploding dice. And you pass again, so you've blocked them all, you're fine. Crushing Strength 2 and Vicious, but you did need 7s and 8s. So you actually got them all with your laughing 7s and 8s. So this guy's gonna do the same thing, going 12 into the Phantom this time. Whoop. And got the same thing, so it's 48, goes to 5 on 5s. And we hit you 3 times, no exploding dice. Vicious, I reroll 1s, but I didn't roll any 1s. So 5 saves at -2.
7 plus.
So Crushing Strength 2.
You did.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So now how many wounds does he have?
2.
And is he a warrior or a grunt?
Warrior.
So warriors might not die. You have to make a nerve test, and if you pass, you get knocked down instead.
4 plus.
4 plus.
Yep.
You're fine. That's why warrior class guys are important. My 2 dwarves, for instance, are grunts. If they just take enough wounds to die, just die. Whereas for your Phantom, he's now knocked down. I can't fatigue them to make an extra melee attack, unfortunately, because I get the free melee attack, and it counts towards my limit of attacks I can make each round. Over to you.
Well, we're going to go with the Shade, and I'm going to spend 2 to cause fear.
This is the shade here?
This is the Shade.
Okay. Oh, that's the shade. So yeah, I was going to say he has to stand up first.
Yeah.
So you're going to spend 2 to cause fear, and what does that do?
When I activate, all enemies within 6 inches of him immediately make a nerve test. Any that you fail are immediately fatigued.
All right, so that's going to be everybody over here. All nerve 5 plus. So the first dwarf, he fails. The second dwarf, he fails. The Naiad passes. So the 2 dwarves are fatigued. Charge the Naiad. Go on in.
Actually, because I can fight over walls, right?
You can indeed, yeah. But you'll be at penalties to fight over walls. The Naiad?
Yeah.
Okay, she is holding the objective. So in you go and you align. And then we do the stabs. So what's your melee dice?
3d8.
3d8, and you are
Hitting on 4s.
hitting plus die because you charged, and you didn't go over rough ground. You lose that if you go over rough ground during a charge.
Even if I'm flying?
I guess you would not if you're flying. Or
Take
your
4.
pathfinder. Oh, don't roll again. Exploding 8.
4.
Take 4. Okay. No crushing strength. We're armor 6 plus here. So pass 2, fail 2. She only has 2 wounds though, but she is a warrior. So on her nerve of 4 plus, is she knocked down? She is. A 5 plus nerve. I'm sorry. It's the princess that has the 4 plus. So she's KD'd. Ouch. We're going to go with my Ice Queen, and she is going to activate to do a lightning bolt. Line the boxes for your butcher, so I'm going to lightning bolt into him. 3d8 within 12, looking for. She is ranged 5 plus. So there's 1 save on your butcher.
He is armor 4 plus.
4 plus.
He's
Good. It's piercing. So it's piercing 1. So you actually fail and you take a wound.
Down.
Right in the tendrils. So she's done. Do I want to fatigue her? No. I think we're good. We're just going to be activated. But what I am going to do is I'm going to spend a power on a fatigue action, and the Naiad's going to stand up. I'm going to power for a second activation, actually. And the Naiad's going to stand up and then melee your spellcaster folk. So now, first thing I activate, I have Regeneration 7 plus on the Ice Naiad to see if she gets a wound back. She does not. She's going to swing 2d8 into your shade, and we get 6, which is a hit. Hitting on 5s.
4 plus armor? Nope.
Nope, take a wound.
Down to 3.
Over to you, because I had to spend a CP to do that, or a power token to do that. Little Reaper's going to go. Going to do some stabs.
He's going to participate.
Going to stab the Ice Troll.
He is 3d8 to hit, and he's vicious right now because of his friend nearby.
Being nearby, that's right.
So hitting on 5s.
And roll 1s. Roll the 1. Relevant.
And he's
3
crushing
hits.
strength 1.
Oof, so I'm armor 4 plus.
Goes to 5. Or is he 3 normally?
He's 4 normally.
So,
So it's
pass
5.
2.
So pass 2, fail 1, take a wound. This guy's just going to burn. He's going to stand there. Do you want to go again with somebody else?
No, you can go ahead.
Okay. After this dwarf, he will become unfatigued, and then he will walk through this little gap, and it'll cost him an extra inch. He's just going to walk over to here.
Oh, so it spent 1 to take off the fatigue.
The fatigue, yes. I only have 1 action, so I'm just going to walk over to here, I guess, going 4, and be done. Another hunter.
Right.
Gonna charge.
Go, Reaper, go.
Or Reaper, sorry. So you do get the bonus die now for having charged. And that means you get 4.
Hitting on 5s, rerolling 1s.
Reroll the 1, and you have an exploding 8 in there too.
And the explosion.
Rerolling. Yep.
Rerolling 1s.
You haven't rolled that yet.
There we go.
So 3 hits.
Take 3 at -1.
So again, 5 plus.
Take 2.
Take 2. Rolls have 5, so not great. This dwarf's gonna do much the same thing. He's just going to shake his fatigue that he was given, and then dirtle slightly. No. Why would we off the wall to Murder Town? I was gonna go. He's gonna stand up.
Stand up, and then he'll swing his claws at your big guy.
That Dr. Mr. the dude. So he turns to a line when he does that.
I see.
Brawr.
So he's 5s, rerolling 1s.
Yep.
He's innately vicious. Ah. Gets an
Explode.
explode.
2 hits.
No mods.
2 4 pluses. Or 5 plus? No, 7's fine. All right, so you've got the 2 horrors, the big eyeball monster, and the butcher's left. I think.
And this guy.
Yeah. I can't walk and brace unless
Move
I
up
spend
your
CPs.
humans.
I think I have to do it. I'm going to spend 2, and we're going to do much the same thing. We're going to do our same creep forward and brace.
He's going to spend his last 2.
Last 2, so I'm down to 0. And we're going to walk up and be braced. We all have to end within 3 of each other, but that's okay. Walk up and be braced. And then walk up and be braced. Going 5 with Tormund, so you can get into the war. Your horror?
He's in there.
He's under the club.
He's gnawing on it.
He's under the club.
So he'll get 3d8 because he charged.
Yep.
Hitting on 6s, but his friend is giving him vicious. He can't get
That's
it
right.
from
Can't get it
himself.
from himself.
Nothing.
Didn't matter. Now I have the option to make a retaliatory strike, but it fatigues me, and I don't really want to be fatigued.
You should hit him. I'm okay with this.
I can do it. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. We're already stuck in. So actually being fatigued isn't the worst thing in the world. I'm gonna fight. I could save fighting for when your butcher charges me, which is what I'm gonna do. So chugging some dark power with the brain monster. What's it called?
Hammer
Mind
this dwarf.
Screech?
No, it's draw dark power.
Okay.
Hammer on 4s.
Okay.
Gotcha. Knockdown.
He's knocked down, yeah. I'm still braced, but all knockdown attacks kind of coming from the rear, so I don't get my bonus to save. It'll still stay until I'm in this point, though.
And then we're going to charge up the laser brain again.
Go
and he'll
get
shoot
him.
Lightning bolts at this guy.
Okay, so now you can't do the same spell twice, but you can do lightning bolts. So 3.
Yeah, because
Yep.
there's some
Stuff in the way that you're not touching, that's right.
4s rerolling 1s. Take 2 at damage 1.
Okay, Fast is one of the few actions you can do more than once per turn. Now you're crushing 1, but I'm +1 from being braced. So the Huskarl normally has a save of 4+.
4+.
And that's what you'll get. And it's 2, sorry?
2. Yep.
Fail. Take 2. I am a warrior model, though, so nerve test to not die. And I'm gonna just die. Mind Screech. Now, when you take casualties, when you get below half, you have to start making retreat tests, which means you flee towards the table edge if you are if you fail your nerve test when you activate. So I need to take, I think I had a grand total of 4, 8, 9 models. So 4 more, and I'm gonna be falling back. And you've got
9.
9, so same thing. He's gonna fly charge into the Naiad.
And then he turns to face.
You do indeed. Ice 3 because you charged.
3 because he charged. Hitting on 5s. Rerolling 1s. They'll
2 explodes.
roll 2 extra dice. Take 4.
Oh man! All right, Naiad is armor 6+. We get 2 and an explode. 3, so I take 1 wound, which does knock me down, and I die. Fail my nerve test. You kill someone outright, you can make a 3-inch follow-up. So you can follow up in another model if you'd like.
Do I fight him?
You don't fight him right away, but it means you won't have to charge or run to engage me. You can just swing.
Okay.
Last but not least, we've got this last horror going in, and then your
Second
butcher's
last.
left. Yeah. So you get charged, so +1 die.
Hitting on 6s.
This is the beat up troll. Roll 1s.
Nope.
Trip 3s though, and then the butcher gets to go.
He's going to go in on this little fella.
Not Larry. So now you don't get the bonus die because you're charging across obstacles.
We'll be okay.
But you got lots of room to charge. Get your vicious from your horror, yep.
And then I have 3d8 normally, and I hit on 3s.
Because your Vicious Blade, your Magic Blade.
Swords.
That's right.
Normally it'd be 4.
So 3s.
3s, rerolling 1s.
2.
Of course.
I'm into it.
Crushing 3 now.
Because I'm knocked prone. So I'm -3 to my armor of 4+ becomes a 7+. And there's 2 of them, 7+.
Good night,
Not at all.
Prince.
No, I'm already knocked down, so I can't take the thing. I just die.
Yes.
Whoop. You can follow up in a torment if you want. Whoa, he's going in. You're all done. So yeah, time to not make a panic test yet. I've only lost 3. 2 more and we're below half. I did finish activating first, so I do get to go first. Should have fatigued over here when he attacked me in this horror to fight him. But I forgot. So let's, do I want to fight Big Man? He's pretty good, my boss.
If you don't do it now.
So I'm going to go with Torment, and he's... Oh, sorry, first we roll power. What are we doing?
That's
See how many power dice we have. So I've got 3 plus 2 blues. Uh-oh.
Ooh, that's
1. Plus 3, so 4 total. You've got...
5.
5, oh my god, this is the turn of no power. Well, turn 3, we're going to go first to Torment, as I said, and we're going to swing on you. Your nerve.
3+.
I'm going to use Head Swing for power. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay. It's too high. We're not going to do it. We're just going to swing on you. So we have a mighty 48 with Torment hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
See if we can do it. And we get 2. And he does not have anything except for Crushing Strength 1.
So armor 5. Pass 1, fail 1. Takes
Okay, take another wound. Down to
2 left.
2 left. CP to activate my Snow Troll. And he's going to swing on to 3. And he's going to swing on to, I guess, one of your horror. What are they? The Reapers?
There's 2 Reapers and a horror.
Let's hit the Reaper. I generate a 6, though. And I get a wound back. And I get a wound back. And I get a wound back. Oh my god, I'm fully healed. You don't explode dice when you roll for generate, so I only got 2 wounds. That's okay. We're gonna fisticuffs.
You're outnumbered. You get +1 bonus die.
Oh, I get +1 bonus die?
No.
This group of guys is gonna get +1 when they attack me. Let's try and thin them out right now. We're gonna hit one of the Reapers on 4s. And Vicious will not apply here, so I hit him twice.
And this is one of my Reapers.
This is Crushing Strength Troll, so he's Crushing Strength 2, so armor -2.
7s.
Take a wound.
Down to
again.
activate Wounded Man.
That makes sense.
But actually, before we do that, we're going to use the Night Stalker special ability, Dread.
Okay.
Do a nerve test on him with -1, and if you fail, you get marked as activated.
Okay, so 4+. We're good.
Is he 4+ nerve normally?
Yeah.
So it'd be 5+.
Okay.
But you're good. Okay, and now we're back to just attacking. So he's 3d8. I outnumber you, so I get an extra 1.
Sounds good.
And hitting you on 5s, rerolling 1s.
3.
Take 3. At crushing 1.
To the quote, this guy?
Yeah, that guy, yeah.
Okay, so 4+ becomes 5+. And we get all of them. Let's go, Trolley. You're going to fight, and you're going to win. You can stab this guy who's wounded. 48s. Hit him. There's 4. So 4 at Crushing Strength 2.
7s.
All right, so you took 4. So now your nerve test is going to be at -3 because you've been overkilled by 3 here.
7+.
7+. You can do it. Live. Dead. So he gets eaten. I'm still engaged there, so I don't get to move anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to spend a PowerPoint to do a forced fatigue action on him, and he's going to attack that hunter. You can do an action more than once per turn is by forced fatiguing on someone else's activation. So that's going to be 48 against the Reaper, sorry. There's 3 hits. Crushing Strength 2.
7s.
So nerve -2 now, because you got overkilled by 2 because you're already wounded.
He's fine.
He's good. That's right. And then we're going to spend another 1 and go down to 1 to make an additional action. Additional activation, rather, and we're going to activate her. Lightning Bolt your spooky ghost, because he's terrifying. So 3d8.
You're -1 to hit, because we're stealthy.
Because you're stealthy, and it's a ranged or melee attack. So I'm hitting on normally 5s, I believe, with her, and becomes 6s. Rerolling 1s. Nope, 1. But you're already wounded.
4+ goes to 5+ because it's Pierce.
Take a wound. Piss off, ghost. Alright, I'm done. I got 1 power point left. Over to you. Scream.
Yep. And that will cause nerve checks on the dwarfs.
No. Alright, so nerve check there. And what's it on?
Just
any minus? Okay.
Yep.
5, we're good. And the other one, we fail. So he becomes, I think, fatigued. The whiz, not the whiz.
Shoot me with lightning, will you?
So you can go over the wall if you want, because you fly, right? You want to go to the other side.
I don't want this guy hitting me in the back.
Oh, okay. So you can fly over the wall.
If you
charging dice.
Nope, just 3 hitting on 4s.
Get him.
Take 1.
Explode.
Turns into 2.
2. Okay. So she, my Ice Queen, has an armor of 6+. Any crushing?
Nope.
Okay. Fail both. Take 2. Got 1 wound left. We're gonna lose our fatigue here and activate this dwarf, and he's just gonna melee you. He's got 2d8 onto the shade. And hit once on a 5.
5 up armor.
He laughs. My last CP to force fatigue Tormund, and he's gonna attack your butcher again. He's got 48s, hitting on 4s. And I'm not vicious, but I get an exploding 8. And that'll hit, so 3 hits at crushing strength 1.
5 plus. Pass,
Take
pass,
1.
takes another one. Down to 1.
Down to 1. Become fatigued and swing.
Hitting on 3s.
Do it.
Rerolling 1s, because he's still
you're
alive.
1.
Take 1 at -2.
Okay. Tormund's got an armor of 4 plus, so 6 plus. Fails. Takes a wound. Now.
First one, he'll shrug his fatigue.
Fatigue, that's right.
And then squish you some more.
Do it.
3. Take
1, 2,
3.
-3.
-2.
And -2, so 6s. 1. Take 2. So it's down to.
1 left.
I think he's got 4 normally. No, he's got 3.
Oh, good.
Does
night,
he
sweet
stay
prince.
standing? So nerve test at.
Flat nerve, because it took
Flat
as
nerve.
many to kill you.
Yep. So 3 plus. We're knocked down. He's gonna go, and he's just gonna charge. I get +1 hit now because you are double engaged.
Yes.
So I don't get my charge bonus because I charged over a wall, but I hit on 4s. Hit once. Crushing,
yeah,
crushing
+1
1.
hit.
Yep.
6 plus. Nope.
Take a wound.
He's not wounded yet.
No, he's the one that wasn't wounded. And he's activated.
It's over to me.
Over to you.
Well, we're going to just start chewing on the big guy again.
Makes
we'll go with
sense.
this Reaper. We outnumber you. Hitting you on 5s, rerolling 1s.
+1 hit because you're. That's why you're +1 hit.
What?
You hit on 4s because you had an army?
It's additional die. Charges +1 to hit.
Oh, okay. I had an extra die there then.
Yeah. We'll just move those.
I hit you
Didn't
again.
matter.
Another save.
Yeah. He's
You're
okay.
fine. Extra die for
Extra
outnumbering,
to hit
extra to hit for the other one. Gotcha.
I think I had 1
Extra hits for knockdown is what it is, I think.
and a reroll. I'm just going to reroll that.
Yeah, just roll the whole thing. It's fine.
Well, I'm glad I did.
That's nice.
So 3 more. So I have 3, 4,
4,
5,
5,
6.
6. Sure. It's a crushing 1. So 4 plus becomes 5 plus. So 2, but I get an exploding die. That was a 6. So 2.
So you need to make one of these.
Nope.
So you take 4.
Take 4 and go
So
to
you
6.
lose by 1.
Lose by 1, so nerve becomes 5 plus. And I get to reroll because Tormund's nearby. He's good. Gonna try and wound him again.
Yeah, the horror is going to bite you.
Okay, makes sense.
3 dice because we outnumber you.
It's okay.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Sure.
No rend on this one. Just
Okay.
6.
4s.
Failed by
I have exploding die though. So 2, 3.
by 2.
4. Failed by 2, so I'm already knocked down, so I'm dead. Following up into the other troll. And that's a rear attack.
3. He's done though, because that was his action.
Yep.
So this guy's going to chew on you though, but now
Okay.
he has a friend to back him up.
Extra
and
die.
He'll do another 6 hits, I'm sure. 1.
Okay. We're good. Gonna buy a force fatigue on this fella to hit Tormund.
Yep.
And I'm just knocked down. I gotta use wound me. 3s.
2.
2.
Minus
So
2.
4 plus, which becomes a 6 plus.
7s actually.
I'm good.
You're good.
Either way.
Because you were knocked down for the extra.
That's right, yeah, extra crushing strength. Nothing except for float around because everyone's engaged.
Or done with their lives.
That's right. And 1 to drop his fatigue at the end to make him just activated.
Yep.
All right, well, I finished activating first. I'm not quite at below half yet. I have to lose 1 more model. Let's do this. All right, guys, the North remembers. Give me some power. Unlimited power. Oh, God. So 3, 4 total. Ugh, not what we needed. You got 5 reds and 2 blues?
Only
You
3.
get 3. Oh, man. Tormund, time to try not to die. So you're going to stand up. So I got 2 wounds on you, actually, because you made your nerve check. And somehow passed all those armor rolls.
So you're going to get rid of your fatigue and stand up?
And I think that's going to be it, but I'm going to force myself to become fatigued again to make an attack. It's going to make me activated with fatigue at the end of this, so I can't retaliate either. So I got to kill you right now. And 48, hitting you on 4s. 3, I might do it.
5 up.
Crushing 1. Oh, he laughs.
He's gonna,
Laughs in Space
He's
Alien.
going to swing back at you.
So become fatigued to swing.
Yep.
Okay. Hitting on 3s. Oh, good God.
4.
Now it's
Crushing
6s, because Crushing 2 is knocked down. I'm dead. So -2.
Still alive.
Still alive, but just knocked down.
Because he's nerve 3, right?
He's nerve 3 normally, yeah.
Yeah.
Spend PowerPoint now to make an attack with this fella. And he's gonna turn to face. No, he's gonna fight the little guy.
They're the same guy.
Oh well, he wants him in front arc. So spinning to face, 48.
Get him.
Okay. So 3 at crushing strength, 2.
6s.
Take 3, so you're overkilled by 1, so nerve -1.
5 up.
Dead. And then he can't follow up. He's just gonna sit where he is. Over to you.
Take off his fatigue and then try and squish you.
Okay. Is he vicious?
Roll,
Yep.
And an extra attack. 4.
So 4, and I need 7s on all of these dice. Negative. Oh, I gotta explode though. So if I pass 2. No,
2.
just
So
2.
You lose by 2.
I'm just dead. I'm knocked down now, so I'm just dead. Can't make the nerve test to survive. Range follow-up,
Aye.
and you're activated.
Yep.
Power to go again.
And we're gonna go with, let's say, Ghosty Man over here.
No!
And he is going to 3 claw attack
Fight the Ice Queen.
on 4s. Take 3. 2.
2. Okay. 2, 6 plus.
Fail.
Fail. So I'm overkilled by 1. And 6 actually passes because she is nerve 4 plus. All right, so over to me. Well, big boy is already gone. I think we try and crush over here. Hammerman, he gets 3 dice, hitting on
Normal
5s. Yeah, it's not plus to hit, it's plus dice when you attack multiple guys. And I hit you not at all. Great job. You're doing great. And then I'm going to activate.
Smash.
No, I'm going to activate to go again. And we are going to stand up for our first one, and then melee. Sneaky with her magic dagger means that 7s and 8s explode when she's fighting. Let's see if that's relevant. No. I hit you once. Yeah, I hit you once. It's enough.
4. It's not enough. He has 2 wounds left.
Oh, does he? Okay. And he lost. Over to you, standing up with the hunter.
And wait.
Just gonna turn. Okay.
I'll get you.
Okay. Other dwarf's gonna go then, and he's gonna melee you. It's on 5s. 1. Oh,
plus.
dwarves. Take a wound. Just
4 plus.
he's knocked down. I'm gonna spend my last power token to force fatigue this guy to swing on you. Plus die and plus to hit because you're on the ground.
No, plus die plus damage. Oh no, sorry.
And,
Plus die,
you're on
plus
the ground.
damage.
It's all 3. And that's 2, 3. Hit on 4s.
Yeah.
That like a 3-inch follow up just to touch the objective, and he becomes fatigued. Break off with the horse, he can brains at me.
Yeah.
So I get disengaging strikes from the snow troll. When attempting to break away from me, you're -1 to your save, and I'm large, so you make 2 saves instead of 1.
So his 4 up becomes a 5 up, and he's got to do it twice.
Take 2 wounds, nerve test.
He died.
He just, I love it. You walked away and the troll just goes, bleh, and kills you. But now you can brains at me because I'm all done. I got nobody left.
Power the cannon.
All power to the brain chest.
We're going to open with the knockdown.
Yeah, makes sense.
Hammer you for 4s. Gotcha.
Knockdown. Oh, I don't have, do I have the steady rule? I don't have the steady rule, but I could have if I had a PowerPoint try and become steady. But I'm not gonna. Again.
Charge laser for lightning bolts.
Okay.
Extra dice now.
And you're out of PowerPoints now?
Anymore.
That's right.
And you're knocked down, so I get +1 on this. 3s, re-rolling 1s. Again with the 2s.
It's a 3.
3 at
Piercing
Pierce 1. I don't think you get the crush.
Crush is only in melee, that's right.
Yeah.
It's not pierce. So I get 3 saves, 4 plus become 5 plus. Pass 1.
Okay.
You charge.
Yep.
And you go.
3, charging, +1 to hit, and crushing.
You got it.
Hitting on 4s. Not vicious anymore.
Not vicious, all horrors are dead, that's right.
Suicide. Crushing 2, though.
So 4s become 6s. Pass 1, fail 1. Take a wound. I think that's everybody. All right, and we go to turn 4, and we're both broken. No, you're not. You need 1 more to become broken. But I'm broken, so I gotta make nerve checks to run away. All right, well, let's do some power rolls turn 4 and see who's going to get the most swords. So I get 5 plus 2 more is 7 this time. Yay! And then you're gonna get 3. I'm into it. Well, here's hoping this works. So I'm going to
do a fallback check.
No, it's when I activate them, I think. Go with the troll first. So he's gonna roll his regenerate, first of all. And not get a wound back. Because he's on a 6 plus, that's right. He's gonna stand up, and then he's gonna swing on that guy. 4d8, hitting on 4s. So there's 2 plus a exploding die, 3, 4 total. And then you are at crushing 2.
7s.
Oh man, and 2 exploding dice.
1. Nope,
Take a wound. Whitey, you're done. And then we're gonna activate the whiz at a power point to do a second activation.
2 dice.
2 dice, and we explode on 7s because of our sneaky stab and dagger. But we hit once.
4 plus.
It could be enough.
Nope.
No, you're fine. Laughs and ghost.
You need 2. You need 2 to kill him. He's got 4 wounds.
That's fine. You going with the big boy?
We've done enough. It's
like
time
it.
to end this.
Okay.
1 for charging, and I outnumber you. And that's how it goes.
Okay, on 3s. You roll 1s?
Explosions? No, I don't.
You're not anymore, that's right. So
Yeah.
1 explode.
So you
4
take
hits total?
5.
I hit on 3s, that's right.
Yeah, 5 at -2.
Alright, so 4s become 6s. And 2 exploding die, or 1 exploding die. So take 1. Retaliate against your boss.
Sounds good.
So I become fatigued, and you take 2. Because I can't get my wishes off.
Takes a wound.
Crushing 2.
Yep, 1.
Okay.
And then does he die?
Does he die? Nerve check. He's
Yes.
dead. Whoa!
I can't use a power to re-roll this, right?
No.
Nope.
You can add a dice to a combat or shoot, but you can't use dice to do
okay.
it. So he's dead. Right. Well, we're gonna go over here. We're going to make a nerve check to see if we run away or not with Double Hammerman.
You do.
He fails, so he's gonna run away. So he has a double move, which for him will be 6 towards my board edge. Peace out! Dwarf no like! And then we're gonna force fatigue my whiz. Try and stab this guy. So we're gonna spend 2 to also add a die to the pool. Get 3d8 exploding on 7s. 1 exploding hit. So 2 hits total.
She hits on 6s.
5s. Nope, she's mainly on 5s.
Okay. 4 plus. He's fine.
You're fine. See you. Go get him. You charge, so you get plus die, plus to hit.
So we're gonna spend another one for another die.
Okay.
So he's gonna have
5?
5.
3 base?
3, 4 for charging,
Yep.
5 for a friend,
6 because
for
you're buying
charging.
one. All right, so you need 3 more.
Yep.
On
5s.
5s, get him. Oh my god.
Okay.
Again?
And then 2 more.
2 more?
1. All right,
So
5.
5 total? Okay.
5 crushing 1.
5 and crushing 1. So I am 4 plus normally.
5 plus.
5 plus. Take 2 more. So I'm at 4 total. I have 5, so I got 1 left. Never mind, I've only got 1 of me. 3 total. Dwarves, known for their cowardice, have to take a check. And we fail. So we run 8. Ah, these are the least dwarfy dwarves I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna spend a point to force fatigue this fella. Oh no, I can't. When they're broken, I can't spend anything on them, can I? That's right, I can't do force fatigue actions on broken models. Can spend power to do this, so I'm actually gonna give a force fatigue action to the guy who's already activated. And he's gonna walk 4 back. As the Ice Queen screams at him, "What are you doing?" You know what? No, he's gonna go this way. He's gonna go towards this fight, hopefully. Back to you.
It's more points to hold the middle and the far
It
one,
is
right?
3 and 2. Yeah.
Whoa,
Well, sorry, these are both 2. The middle one's 3.
whoa.
Just gonna run over there. Force Fatigue to fight. Go get some stabs on.
We'll go down to 1.
Okay.
And he'll have 4 dice because he has his friend there.
And he does. Hitting on 5s. 1. And 4 plus becomes you crush 1.
Yep.
Take a wound. Down to 1 left. Not gonna force him, so
Shade. He's
Okay.
gonna try and hit that lady.
hit her. Don't
Force.
kill her.
Take 1.
1, and she is 6 plus armor. Nope, takes a wound. Nerve check. Nope, she's dead. Follow up. Going back over. You gonna force fatigue?
The other one.
Okay.
Because one of them fought. The other one's gonna
Do
fight
it.
now. And he'll have his 4 dice hitting on 5s. Finish him. Okay, take 1.
Okay, 6 plus. 5 plus. I'm okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to, I guess, just do end phase stuff. I'm going to spend 2 power to unfatigue him and him. Turn 5, end game. Let's finish activating first, so it's going to be me again. So let's do some troll, I guess. Let's roll for power. Only got the 3 reds. I shouldn't actually have had a blue last turn. One of my blues. So it's a good I didn't spend all of it, because Tormund was dead. So I've got 2 this round.
Because that extra 5 was a big deal then.
Yep. Actually, sorry. He'll still be fatigued then. I should have had 2 left.
Okay.
Because I rolled 2 and 2 on the blue last turn, so he'll still be fatigued. You lost my base this turn.
The other one's made up for it.
Oh my god. Okay, well then you've got 6, 7, 8. Control regenerate. He does not. Trolley, first action, we're gonna stab that little guy. We'll buy an extra one because this is kind of Hail Mary at this point. So 5 dice, looking for 4s. And I get 2 and an explode. 3 hits at crushing 2.
I'm gonna buy a power dice for armor.
Extra die for saves.
7. He made 1. So I died by 2.
So you died by 2. Well, died by 1. Remember, because it doesn't add to how many wounds you take. It only gives you an extra bonus die. Because you only took 3 hits.
Oh, that's right.
And you blocked with 1.
I died by 1. Yeah, you're right.
Died by 1?
So 3 plus goes to 4.
That
He did.
And then my last action, I'm just stuck in melee. I can't melee again. Stab.
Give him an extra dice.
Give him some stabs.
4 dice. 5s.
Oh, God.
And then 1 extra shot.
2 extra shots.
And 2 extra shots. Take 4.
Okay, so crushing 1.
Yep, 4 at -1.
5s. Take 1. Nerve check.
That's enough.
Come on, nerve check. We fail. That's it. We're dead. Laughs and critter. Well then, yes, I guess.
Spook Dwarf.
I guess Spook Dwarf activates and passes and drops his thing, and then.
What does he want to do?
Do I just fatigue him to charge? I think we do fatigue to charge. Nice though, because I'm charging into the wall. So hitting on 5s with my great axe. Nothing. Over to you.
All right, I also have to make a nerve check for
You
Brain.
do. Brain's nerve is pretty good.
4 plus. He stays.
He laughs.
So he
and
doesn't
brain.
run, and now he's gonna hover forward. Now that he has a minion to hold the button
That's it.
and shoot lightning bolts at that guy.
Okay.
And then we're gonna spend another 1 to get an extra dice.
Okay. And you're down to 4.
4 dice, hitting on 4s,
Get him.
re-rolling 1s. Okay, take 1.
Okay. 5 up. Goes to 6. Nope, I'm dead. I'm a grunt. And
Nice
1.
shade,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna give my shade an extra dice.
Of course.
So 4 dice on 4s.
Stabbing this last dwarf. Oh my god. Okay.
3.
3. Any piercing?
Nope.
5s.
He's good.
Laughs. Fatigue to go stand on the button. You have to fatigue walk onto this or you don't score. And we tie if the game ends.
Then I'll fatigue again to walk the brain onto the other one.
Okay, because you walk 7, right?
Oh no, he doesn't walk 7. Sorry, that one does.
Okay.
I'll just fall back.
It's just this one.
Oh, it's that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he walks 4. You can do that.
Fatigue action. That was a fatigue action.
Yep. So I don't have any now, so they're both tired.
Yes. Does the game keep going? It does not. So you're going to win 5-0 at the end of the round as you hold these 2. I actually don't know if you could have fatigued twice because you were out of activations at that point.
Oh, I see.
And you can only fatigue once at the end of each activation. So I think technically he's still here and it's actually 3-0 at the end because you could fatigue him afterwards, but that was his activation.
So wait, I should.
Oh, he could do 3 actions though. He could just do 3 actions to walk over there.
I was
He
gonna say-
he spelled and then
Or
walked.
the other way I do it is I go. From here I go spell walk.
Yeah, the force fatigue on him was, you could do it anyway. It was more, what was the other action you could take to go walk away? And that was definitely one you could do.
Yeah.
That's first game. Capture the supplies. I really like it. I like the back and forth a lot. I like the fatigue management a lot. It's definitely interesting. And this is, of course, the first mission, so it's pretty simple, just stand on a point. But they get more dynamic as we go on. There's princess rescues and pushing a giant around the table who might just murder you and all kinds of other neat stuff coming up. So at the end of the game, let's roll to see. Let's just do the post-game campaign stuff and see who lived and who died. So post-engagement sequence. First, we return our equipment and supplies to the caravan. So the Sneaky Dagger and Lucky Charm, we go back to the caravan. We resolve casualties. Any models of Grunt class that are removed from play are killed outright. So my one dwarf that just died from the lightning bolt is just dead. Models that are end the game injured with 1 or more wounds are not killed, left the battlefield, do the fallback action, or just presumed to get medical aid, and they're fine. For each model killed otherwise, roll D88 in the casualty table and determine the results. All right, so let's roll for Tormund and see if, in the great tradition of warband games, I can get my leader killed in the first round. So D88, blue will be high, and 78 is full recovery. Let's roll for the Ice Queen. 22, that's going to be bad. Haunting Nightmares. The wounds of combat run deeper than just physical. They suffer +1 of their nerve stat. First Troll, what happens to him? 25, uh-oh. Mangled Leg, he's -1 speed. There's no Troll, what happens to him? Something terrible. 23. Also Mangled Leg. I have 2 limpy Trolls. My Huskarl, 77, full recovery. And my other Huskarl, 22, Haunting Nightmares. Add 87, she's fine. Folks, your boss.
Yeah, red is the high dice. 42.
42. Broken bones. No, wait. Old wounds. Start of each game. Roll a d8 on a 1. They prevent them from taking part. He's got an old battle wound. He gets sucked back into the warp.
Next little bite.
Reaper.
77.
Full recovery.
Off on his way.
Shades.
Shade. First one. 36.
That's going to be severed sword arm. Their melee stat goes up by 1. So
Melee
worse by
6.
1. Yeah,
Yep.
6 plus melee.
Next one. 51.
51 is going to be broken bones. Minus 1 of their wound stat to a minimum of 1.
Oof. He's down to 1 wound. And then horror the first. 45.
Before you're finished, that guy, roll a d8. So 45 is the same thing for that horror.
Okay.
Roll a d8 on a 5+. That's only for the next game.
He's
So he's for the next game. And then for the other horror. So basically they're minus 1. They start wounded for the next game.
Yep.
And the last guy,
21.
21. Haunting Nightmares, minus 1 nerve. Retinue assessment, reward success and punish failure. So as the Vanguard company expands, you can demote people. Promotion, when a retinue slot becomes available, a leader can promote one of their existing troops into that retinue slot. Now retinue slots are things like jobs. Selected model is then simply promoted to the retinue slot. If a model existing retinue slots dies or becomes vacant, you can also demote people based on the promotions. So we didn't assign any other retinue models except for our leader, which we both forgot gave us extra red power die when we were playing the game. But now you can spend 3 to promote someone to be a different role. You can have up to 7 different people in your retinue, 1 of each type. The leader one's always free and automatic. Sorry.
Go back.
That's okay.
We gotta do this.
We do that after we do the promotions, though, actually. The promotions are next in the... Yeah, they're actually the next step.
Okay.
Well, so retinue assessment's the next one. So retinue slots are open. We have 6 slots open right now because we only have a leader. And we can spend 3 gold to do so. So as our first promotion was free when we made the warbands, we're just going to do our selections now and say it was someone off board. So I'm going to do the Mauler for my one of my ice trolls. And he's going to gain... It has to be someone with large. He's going to gain the Thump special rule. If model with Mauler roll causes a wound but doesn't kill their opponent, they immediately make a second attack against the same target with a single die, which is pretty cool. So I get a 1-die attack. To try and hit you if I don't kill you.
I'm gonna make him a Banshee, a leader.
Yeah, and that's handy because if I knock you down and you don't die, I can go 1 attack to like thump you and try and finish you off. Then I get extra XP if I survive a game and do at least 6 wounds. And my advancement options at rank 4, the Mauler gets an initial d8 to their melee stat. And then you're gonna promote
the Banshee will be the leader.
Cool. So you get 1 leader.
She's the leader.
She's the leader, gotcha. So not the butcher then.
No.
Promote the butcher to become...
command before.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you don't have to have the specialist deployed all the time out of our warbands. So you could promote him to be a Mauler if you want as well. You can also do the Arcanist on your Brain Bug, a Master Scout, a Healer, which lets you reroll 1s on the damage die, or the casualty die, a Hunter, who gives you... Marksmanship on somebody, yep. That's true. The Scout gives you... redeployments, and then the other one was the Quartermaster, who lets you add 2 to the forge and loot rolls. Make one of the Hunter or the Reapers a Quartermaster, or you can actually make you can make the Spellcaster guy even.
The Phantom the Quartermaster.
That makes sense. I also transfer the leader role if someone dies during this step. So now we've got our specialists. We don't have any gold right now in either our banks to try and spend to promote anybody else. We're just gonna take the free ones from the initial campaign, and then we resolve experience. Grunts cannot gain experience and never progress past rank 0. Cool. Warriors gain experience but can't go above rank 3. And earning experience, models participating in and surviving get 1. Model kills 1 or more enemy models, gets 1. Models play in and survives a game against a warbanger with a higher rank is 1. It'd be the same starting off. And in addition, the leader model participates in and survives, not removes casualty a game, 1 XP. So neither of us are going to get that one. We're all going to get the 1 for showing up to a game, and anybody who killed any models is going to get an extra 1 to 2. You go to rank 1 when you hit 3 XP, so no one in our game is going to level up right now, but when you do level up, you can take all kinds of things, depending upon what your class is. So if you are, for instance, a command model, you would take 6 Sense, Unbreakable, or Inspiring. Spellcasters would get these, supports, warriors, and large models. And you would roll, that's right. So you get everything from like special rules to different stat boosts, and you can also do power upgrades. So you generate power dice. You can upgrade a red die to a white die. You can upgrade a white die to a blue die, or you can add a bonus of once per game an extra red die to a roll. You can learn a new spell either from the generic spell books or from your faction spell book if you're a wizard. And that's basically it. Core stats as well, sorry. Each core stat can be increased once. So you can range boost, melee boost, nerve boost, or wound boost by 1. And once you've done those stats, you can't do them again. Calculate our gold. So for a win, you get 16. Someone's going to get a win. I'm going to get 10 for a loss. And we can forge and explore. So forge and loot. Roll a d8. The result is the number of gold that you get. Add this to your roster. If you have Pathfinders, you can reroll the d8. Exploration, roll a d8 and add it to your first to create a d88 result. You get 5, and then we do a d88. I got a 7, and you get a 2, so 52 to 77. In a market town, I don't know what that looks like for space monsters, but your trading gets you 2d8 gold and a random rare equipment item. So you're gonna find 2d8 gold. So you get 5 plus 16, 21 plus 11, 32. And a random roll on the rare table. So the rare table, roll a d8 for a rare item. 5, you find a potion of concentration. Model this item, can discard it to automatically pass a nerve test. That's pretty cool. And that goes in your caravan. I found 77, which is a wizard's tower. The old books of lore, they're worth a lot of money to the right people. I get 2d8, and if your company has a model of the Arcanist roll, you may try and learn a new spell. Make a nerve check, and the Arcanist rolls with a -1. So -2 because I have bad dreams. If your test is passed, choose a spell for free. 6 plus nerve. Come on, Ice Queen. Denadra, you did it! You learned a new spell. We're gonna learn Winter's Bite, which is a long skill, range 12, 3d8. If the target suffers any wounds, they're knocked down or marked as fatigued. I also get 2d6 of these, 12 more. So I'm gonna go to 29 and spend. We're into the recruitment and resupply. First of all, if you lost all your command models that game, you get to immediately draft a new one, but you do have to pay gold for it. Your resupply, you can purchase common equipment and items without any restriction. You can only recruit rare or unique items during recruitment and resupply. If you roll during the exploration table, it says otherwise. So you can buy one of those things unless the exploration table gives you access to more. You can only ever own one of each unique item. Unwanted items can be sold at half gold cost. And then drafted replacements. All your grunts come back for free, so if they die, it's irrelevant. And you can recruit one new person unless if they've died. Yeah, any other class that's died, you can replace, and it doesn't count towards your recruitment. So let's say one of my wizards or my warriors actually is just dead. It doesn't count towards my recruitment limit, and then you can recruit one other model unless the exploration table gives you bonus points. So there we go, the adventures of Tormund and his Northern Alliance beginning in our new warband campaign for Kings of War Vanguard. So like I said before, if you want to check out the rules, there are some free downloads on the Mantic website, which I will link below in the video description, so you can start building your own warbands for Kings of War. And of course, there'll be more expansions coming out with new cards, new units, and new stuff to add on. So I'm going to keep tracking our 2 warbands and probably start working on some more just for some variety. I've got some ogres and orcs to look at, and he's got some, I think, Empire of Dust he's going to try and look at too, some necromancers and stuff. So we'll see you for more Kings of War Vanguard in the future. Next time I'm Ash. Have war gaming. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below so you get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirts, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Deathray Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.